Back?
No.
Okay, well, I don't like the layout of this because it says only 6 roles for supervisor responsibility in sexual harassment. And these are very black and white, but, be a role model for your staff. I mean, these are kind of benign. I mean, be a role model for your staff could also be to avoid shrinkage and loss prevention. Identify potential problems and address them properly. Well, duh. Create an open door policy. This is probably pretty good, but have you taken into consideration issues with same gender, um, situations with people who are in protective classes, and union issues? New York's a heavy union state, so open door policy is pretty good, but you still have to maintain certain things. Maintain confidentiality to the extent possible. Well, again, and take action on all complaints, even if recipient asks you not to. First of all, you never end with a preposition at the end. That's just as poor grammar. Not that I should be picking that out, but okay. If taking the supervisor responsible exercise as I asked to, just to let you know, the font's kind of pretty bad here, so the spacing here is kind of tough, so it looks like you're just reading one large paragraph. The numbers make it look like a legal document, like quote line 1 on page 1. Of the 7 questions, all of them, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7, are very black and white. Modeling acceptable behavior, as opposed to modeling bad behavior. Timely responses to investigations versus being late to investigations. These are all very obviously yes/no issues. Questions 1 and 4 are very vague. In other words, the actions of employees and non-employees. Well, does non-employees imply customer? Can you really be responsible for the actions of a customer? Therein lies the thing. Actions of employees. Are you responsible for the action of an employee? You are if you have previous knowledge. I mean, there are some employment law issues that are being missed in this survey, and I'm not from New York, but I know as a manager and a supervisor how these answers. So I'm going to answer false to those questions because they're not clear enough. When I go to this page, it tells me that I said that these were true and that these were false. And then all of a sudden this little line, all the statements were true. This layout is really weird. Here, this line here is regular font. This one is italicized. So your eyes go all over the place with this. In the questions beforehand, you probably could have gone answer 1, click next, 2, click next. With a little thing, 1 of 7 questions, let people know. This is very hard to read. And what's more is that I'm willing to bet that 1 and 4 are going to be questions that are done much like how I identified. These are all very obvious black and whites, and these are 2 open-ended. Pretty much for a true-false. And then, while you're answering that question, then you come back down, supervisors are responsible for the actions of employees and non-employees if they know or should have known the problem. Again, this is just rewriting the same questions back over again. This should really be like on a summary page. For me, I would blow right through this. And then this is the next piece, so I would finish my little thing here and I'd click off. So basically